Do you want to know how to make your character move in Unity? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm gonna show you how I did it in this video. I wanna make a game. What do I need for that? Well, I need to know which game or what kind of game do I want to make. I want to recreate my old project from college, and if you want to see that, you can click here or here, I don't know which corner it is, but there should be a pop-up card so you can watch how the game looked like. So I want to make a 2D game platformer, and how do I start? What do I need for a platformer? I need a character, and the character moves to the sides and can jump on the platforms, so I need a movement. And I want to focus on movement today. So let's start our Unity project. And what do I need for that? I need some kind of a character. Sprite, here he is. Create sprite and square. I'm gonna name it square character. So I'm gonna put it into my scene. Here I have my character. So now I want to press a button and I want the character to make something. I'm gonna make it move, but I just first want to know if I can make it to do something. I'm gonna make a character movement script. Create C#. Character movement. Okay. Here I want to know if I press the correct button. If so, it's input dot get key, I think. Yep. Key code dot, and now we can specify which one do we need, and I would probably use WASD, so I'm gonna stick with the A, and I need one more parentheses like that. So this one checks if I pressed key code A, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna print hello world to the console. Debug.log hello world. I'm gonna save that, and let's see. I'm gonna put it into my cube and press start and press A. Okay, so it registered my pressing key, so that works. And I want to move the character, so I'm gonna try to find something how to move a character and show you the result. Okay, I did some research, and channel named Lost Relic Games did a really nice video about movement. So if you want to check it out, you can go down to the description, and there's gonna be a link to his video. He explained it pretty well. And for me, I think I want to try the impulse one, and for that I'm gonna need to go to my square character and add rigid body. So I'm gonna do that. Rigid body 2D. What it does pretty much simulation of physics for that object. So it has a rigid body, and now everything about physics are applying to this object. So I think if I press play, it's supposed to fall, I think. I'm not sure. Yep, it's falling. Okay, so now we want to kinda push it to the side. And how do we do that? So when I press A, I want to do something. I want to add force. But first I need to find out the rigid body of the object. So somewhere here I'm gonna define the rigid body of the object. So it's gonna be private rigid body 2D, and I'm gonna name it RB, and I need to instantiate it. Basically I just told the program that there's gonna be some rigid body, private rigid body, and now I need to tell him which exact rigid body it is. So it's supposed to be RB equals and get component and to these parentheses rigid body 2D, and like that. It doesn't take any arguments. So I'm telling the program that the RB, some rigid body that I defined, is gonna be this rigid body. Okay, so we have defined our rigid body of the object that I created in the sample scene. So my square character has a rigid body, and now I need to do something with the rigid body. So I'm gonna say RB dot add force, and you can add only a vector or maybe like the force, because it's not mandatory to use the second argument. So I'm gonna add a vector, which is gonna be some movement width, and the mode I'm gonna use is gonna be, I'm gonna try impulse, I don't know, let's see. So I just need to create the vector. Oh, I'm retarded. Vector 2 movement vect equals new vector 2. So the y is gonna be 0, and the first one, let's see, let's try 2, right? Okay, so I created a vector and I added that vector to my rigid body of the object. So let's see how that works. Oh, I need to save it first. I'm stupid. Let's see. I'm gonna press play and A. Okay. For some reason I added the movement to main camera. Okay, I'm stupid. Stupido! Now I'm gonna clear the console, clear, and try it again. Okay, so it's moving to the right. So it's working, but I need to make it to move to the other side because A is supposed to be left. So let's try it. I'm gonna put minus to the 2, or maybe make it 1. Okay, let's see. Press play and move to the side. It should move to the left. Yep. Okay, so I'm just copying pretty much the code that I made. This should be working, I think. Or maybe I should probably use this and apply it to the left. That would be more suited. Okay, Control S, and let's try it. And maybe let's remove the gravity from our rigid body. That's pretty 0 gravity scale. Okay, it stays someplace, and I can move it to the sides. Okay, so that's pretty good. So if I make the vector smaller, let's say 0.5. Okay, I need F behind it. It's definitely slower. But it's still got a lot of force. Huh, it's not stopping. Interesting. I'm not pressing anything, it's not stopping for some reason. Because it has no gravity scale. It's not supposed to be stopping. Okay, I'm just dumb. Okay, it's working as intended, but interesting. Okay, let me brainstorm a little bit. Okay, so I finally found some solution how to limit our speed. I found a pretty good post, and if you want to read it by yourself, I put the link in the description. So basically, I created max speed, move speed, and ideal drag as a floats, and set max speed to some number and set move speed to some number. And the guy who made it the post created this kind of code, which is pretty much limiting our speed, and I put the code in both of our if statements. So it's pretty much creating an ideal drag for our rigid body and applying it before we are applying our force. So what it does now, if I press A or D, I'm gonna stay pretty much on the maximum speed, and the acceleration is the value of our movement speed. So if I want to make our cube faster, I'm just gonna make our maximum speed a little bit higher. Let's say we can make it 1F, save it, and let's see. And now our cube can move a little bit faster. The acceleration stayed the same, so it takes a while until we get to the maximum speed, but it behaves as intended. So basically that's it for today's video. I hoped you liked it, and in the next video we're gonna see how we can clean our code, maybe split it into more scripts so we don't end up with one singular script. I'm super glad that you made it this far. If you want to let me know that you really liked it, you can press the like button down below, and if you want to see more videos in the future, you might consider subscribing. That is all from me, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye!